was a multi-state plot to not only kidnap and possibly kill Michigan's governor, but also the governor of Virginia. Thanks for staying with WJZ tonight. I'm Nicole Baker.
And I'm Vic Carter, an FBI agent revealing these new details during 5 of the suspects' bond hearings. More than a dozen men today were arrested by the FBI in connection to this plot that's being investigated as domestic terrorism.
And the Baltimore division of the FBI playing a critical role here, catching a Delaware man accused of being among the co-conspirators. WJZ is live tonight. Paul Gessler actually spoke with a special agent in charge at the FBI Baltimore field office who laid out, Paul, this ongoing threat of domestic terrorism.
Hi, Nicole. Yes, so that Delaware connection, as well as an unrelated arrest of a Dundalk man who they say had similar views to this group, shows the threat is active here in our area. Experts say the alleged plot to kidnap Michigan's governor underscores the threat domestic terror groups face to the country.
Over the last couple of years, we're seeing more and more of those types of groups start to move towards acting.
The FBI field office assisted with investigating the alleged kidnapping plot. FBI agent Sean Devereaux points out 2019 was the deadliest year for domestic terrorism in 24 years since the Oklahoma City bombing, and there's no indication these groups are letting up in 2020.
We have seen the groups that can potentially act in violence speaking out.
CBS News obtained an FBI bulletin warning that anti-government extremists are potentially focused on sparking violence in the next 3 months, and that presidential elections could be a flashpoint.
But certainly as we go into the election, that's just targets of opportunity for any group.
The alert is heightened at the FBI Baltimore field office, too, because Democratic nominee Joe Biden is a Delaware resident, which is part of its jurisdiction.
The threat here is a national threat.
Director of the University of Maryland Center for Health and Homeland Security, Michael Greenberger, says the FBI is likely tracking several groups in Maryland, at least showing warning signs.
In every state of the country, the FBI is tracking people who are attempting to mobilize in a way that threatens civil order through kidnapping, through insurrection.
The FBI would not comment on any specific threat, but said the public should alert them if they notice any threat of violence.
Coupled with some type of ideology behind it, that's what folks need to be on alert for.
Now, the FBI says they have the same focus they always have on international terrorism. The main difference here is, as the FBI director testified, the threats and fatalities from domestic terror groups, largely white supremacists, have gone up the past 2 years. We're reporting live at 5 tonight. I'm Paul Gessler for WJZ.